Hey WILDR folks, Alicia here. This week we are talking about level 2 and 3 plyometrics for skiing. So if you haven't seen the level 1 video, the intro to these movements, then I'm gonna need you to go back and watch it first because we talk about how to do things technically correctly and how to know when you're ready to progress to the next level. So without further ado, if you've already seen that video, you've already been working on your tendons and your connective tissue and your power for a couple weeks, let's jump right in to level 2 and 3 plyometrics. All right, for level 2 plyometrics, the main changes that we are making is we are amping up the intensity. So we're gonna add direction change to our jumps as often as possible. We're gonna do multiple contacts in a row. We're gonna decrease that amortization time. Remember, that's the turnaround time from going down to going up. And finally, we are going to try and get more power or more upward motion on the final jump of any plyometric movement that we're doing. But before I go on, I need to remind you that technique is still king here. So take out that smartphone, make sure that you are recording what you do, and then watching back to see what your movement mechanics look like. So never sacrifice your technique to try and eke out a little bit more volume or intensity. Now let's jump into some examples of exercises that you can use in your next session. All right, folks, let's talk about jump downs. So the first thing to remember is never to jump off of something you can't jump on. Once you have that surface, we don't need it to be terribly high to begin with, but we are then going to jump off that surface and then jump again. So down, and then trying to jump as high as you can after that first contact. This counts as 2 contacts because you're down and then you're landing again. To change this one up and make it more fun, you can also add a direction change. So I was doing down and then a turn. You could also do like a full 360 or 180. Mix it up, but make sure you're clear in your mind about how you're gonna do it before you take off, and make sure that you're prioritizing really beautiful, healthy knee movement over that outside toe upon landing. The next section we are going to add is single leg jumps with multiple contacts. These are hard and they're gonna work on your brain muscle connection as much as they are your connective tissues. It's very fun to think up new combos, but remember to try jumps where each leg is doing something different or where you are entirely on one leg for both directions of a jump. These are gonna translate so directly to being able to edge on both turns when you're on skis. We can also do lateral box jumps for level 2. Cap these at 5 to 6 reps maximum because we are working on power, and try and go as high as you can, especially on that last jump. For level 3, let's add an extra layer of unpredictability, if you will. You can have a friend toss a ball at you while you're jumping. You can catch in low positions. So maybe it's a counter jump where I am catching in that lowest position. Maybe I'm challenging myself with the positions and loads that I catch in. Maybe I'm landing on one leg and then going for height there. So landing on one leg and then trying to go as high as I can, quite hard compared to 2. When I get up to level 3, I can certainly aim for that same number of contacts per week, really putting more into each jump. I could go up to 180 contacts per week maximum. You really don't need to go above that. Diminishing returns, you know, you might as well be putting your time and effort into something that is going to be more productive. But remember, with level 1, 2, or 3, I need to make sure that I'm moving well because this is me patterning. This is me making permanent what I practice. So I need to pattern that glute activation to keep my knee supported and stable. I need to make sure I'm taking adequate rest in between my reps and sets because we want maximum number of muscle fibers recruited here, and we want lots of rest in between to allow that to happen. And as always, our phone is our best friend. We can film our attempts, take a look at how we are moving. And as a level 3 plyometric performer, you could say, you still can go and do level 1 jumps, level 2 jumps, and level 3 jumps. It's not like you stop doing the basics because you can do some of the more advanced stuff. Plyometrics are an opportunity to work on precision, and so take them as such. Lean into that in your practice. So whatever level you are at, that, I hope that you take some time to work some plyos into your training in these upcoming weeks at the right level and the right dose for you right now, so you can make changes to your connective tissue and your bones and your muscles and your brain before the snow all falls and it is fully ski season. I hope you have a wilder week. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're coming out with a new video every second week this winter. All right, have a wilder day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.